Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody. Um, I just had to tell my son and my husband, I'm like, I'm going live in about 30 seconds, so please don't be naked in here. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Sorry. I did that. I had that up and that was okay. Okay, we're normal now. Good morning. I just want to say good morning and start off with a little personal note. Good morning, Jennifer Hayes. Thank you so much for everything you do. And anybody who hit that thumbs up, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed to Glammaz Closet, and I believe most of my viewers have, but if you haven't, if you could hit that subscribe button or hit that thumbs up, those really, really help me out. So thank you. And yes, the thumbs up have been hit hard this morning. I was really happy to see that. So thank you for everybody for your thumbs up, all four of us. This morning, actually, we were preparing the menfolk in my family, I guess, for a diaper party. And a diaper party is one of those, I don't know if it's a new thing or if it's a very, very old thing. I can't figure it out, but it is definitely a big Irish, blue collar family thing. And we've done it for every one of our boys, and all their friends do it. And it's a big thing. So a diaper party is the male version, I guess, of the baby shower. And I know that there are some progressive couples who have like baby showers where both members of the couple will be there, and it's a joint, male female baby shower, and that's perfectly acceptable. It's just this is how we do it in our family. So we have the baby shower, which is we're a lot of very flowery girly girls who love to get dressed up in the little dresses and stuff like that. So we have the baby shower, and then a couple weeks later, the men have the diaper shower, and that is them with a kegger and some barbecued pork in a park, playing washers and stuff, and everybody shows up with like big packages of diapers for the baby, or like gift cards for diapers, like Target, Walmart, that sort of thing. So that's what the men in my family are preparing for this morning, and that is what took me a few extra seconds to get here. And if you hear a lot of coming and going in the background, they're grabbing coolers and ice and beer and all of that other stuff. So it's lots of good fun for the boys today. And I will be the sober one going to pick them up later. God help me. That's, what a party that is for me. But we end up joining up with them later at a bar and doing a lot of dancing and fun. So it's a fun family day for us. Okay. And my son just walked in and flexed. He had to make sure I saw that he could Terry Crews flex his chest. Boys, I'll never understand them. Always love them. So let's say good morning, happy hour haulers. Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Bryn. It is lovely to see you this Saturday. I hope you're doing great. D Middleman. What's up, Middleman? How you doing? Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I appreciate you. Liv, it's so nice to see you. How are you this morning? I hope everything's going well at Liv Style. Let's see. Rural Squirrel, good morning. Oh, look. I have got to send you this cup. I have to send you this cup. This is Kristen with the Rural Squirrel. Good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning. Glitter World. Child, you know me. I'm kind of, my name is Glammaz. I like a glitter. I'm down with glitter. Aisha Dancer. Hello, my beautiful friends. Hello, beautiful. That is also Kristen, and she is, by the way, Kristen, the drawing that you won last week, that is in the mail, so it's on its way to you. She's my show me homie. She lives in Missouri, too. Speaking of homies, there's Chi-Town, and she is also a good Midwestern lady. Mwah. Hello, Chi-Town. Good morning. I am grateful. Honey, everybody's got to have glitter. Good morning, Cameron Mitkay. Hello. Good morning. It's good to see you. He's always so fun to watch. Cameron's always so fun to watch whenever he's like, he'll just be working in his shop or working in his workspace and packing up items and talking about things that, or showing things that he thrifted or something. He's always so fun to watch. He's really nice, and he responds well to his chat. So I really appreciate that. The Shamrock Pixie. Hello. Tommy and I are on the road listening. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Shamrock Pixie. Hello, Jello all. I love that. Look, I wore your shirt this morning. Slasha. This is my St. Patty's Day shirt, but I figured, let's get a little mileage out of it, right? So good morning, everybody. Thank you. Happy Saturday. Okay. Cam is at 915 subs. So close. You are so close. And I'm telling you, if you're missing out on Cameron Mitke, on Gravity Goods Cameron, you are really missing out. Good morning, Myra. It's good to see you this morning. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great Saturday. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. Honey, if your first name is the Shamrock and your last name is the Pixie, I need your approval on this shirt. I love it. I love it. So yeah, while the boys head off to the diaper party, I'll just catch up on some Glammaz Closet news. And again, just kind of a reminder of what our schedule looks like. Thursday mornings with Johnny. I'm on Johnny Cajun Roots, the return of Cajun Roots. No, it's actually Cajun Roots Reseller. And that's Cajun with the K. I'm on his channel on Thursday mornings at 7:30 a.m. And I discuss Poshmark information, or what information I have at Poshmark. I've been selling on the platform for 3 years now, so I've got a little bit of information. And then, of course, the Saturday morning lives at 10 a.m. every Saturday morning, Central Standard Time. Glammaz goes live, and we just chat like we are now. And then on March the 25th, and excuse me, my hair keeps going up my nose and it's making it itch. So I apologize. That was incredibly rude. On March the 25th, we have a fundraiser on my channel, and it's not something I've never done a fundraiser on my channel before. It's rare for me to do auctions. I've done a few classy crap auctions just to kind of get things moving out of my house. So this is the Classy Crap fundraiser auction. It's for Nady Pie. And if you guys don't know Nady Pie, he is one half of the Beardos. So the Beardos, it's the him and Backroads Bitter Chuck. And they have a live show every Thursday night, or at least they did. Nate's on, obviously he's on break right now. But every Thursday night at 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern, they have a live show. It's a lot of fun. It's a little raunchy, but if you're into that, and I don't mind somebody being a little raunchy. It's a lot of fun. It's just a heck of a lot of fun. So, Perla. Good morning, Perla. How are you? Perla of the Purple Flowers. She is such a pretty girl. So that's what we have going on in March. That's March the 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. And we have each of the fundraiser people, each of the people doing the auction has a half an hour. Their first item would be the fundraiser item, and there would be free shipping on that item. And then after that, they can sell what they want. In my case, it'll be 30 minutes of fundraising. There is, it benefits Nate, he's going to be out of work for 4 months. And the thing is that unemployment, short-term, long-term disability does not pay. They only pay a portion of what you normally make. And so his family is really struggling to kind of get by with him being out of work for that long. So he is the main financial support in his home. So we're going to help him out because, what's better than helping out another reseller, right? That's what we're here in this community to do. So that is what's going on with Glammaz Closet. Yes, we're putting the, that's right, Ronnie, we're putting the fun in fundraiser. I hope so. I think we're going to have a really fun auction. I really do think we have some very, very entertaining people that are coming along that are going to keep things moving and keep things lively all night. Hopefully, because, you know, I want to stay awake too. It's on my channel. I want to stay awake too. I wanted to talk a little bit about a fashion update. Andre Leontali, his fashion auction was at Christie's February the 17th. Posthumously, of course, he passed away. He was the first African-American to hold the position of director and editor at large for the American Vogue. He was such a fashion influencer. It's about 6'6". This gentleman was he was absolutely a giant. He was a gentle giant, and he wore these giant caftans and these giant like floor-length jackets. He loved luggage. He loved bags. So all of the top designers, I mean, Louis Vuitton, Dior, everybody made him custom pieces. And he had some custom pieces that were absolutely incredible. He had photos with Andy Warhol, who had also done some sketches and paintings for him. So his fashion auction finished, and I was looking through the things that sold, and it was just an incredible collection. If you get a chance to take a look, at that, it's really, really neat. And those are things that are going to circulate around the fashion community. You'll see them from time to time, somebody wearing some of his old stuff, and you'll have that reference. You'll know who that was. But he was really, really influential. I just can't. And I really think that he was the first. Being the first African-American to hold that sort of position, that sort of high-end position at Vogue, at American Vogue, was so groundbreaking. It was so, I think it opened a lot of doors for a lot of people. So I think a lot of people have him to thank for their success in the fashion industry. Let's see. Oh, Liv, I'm so sorry to hear that you're bedridden, honey. Yeah, Andre Leontali was such a joy to watch. He really, really has been. My mom's been staying with me. Also frustrating. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, having your mother stay with you is both nice. You get the good chicken noodle soup. You get spoiled a little bit. But there's also, you know, you're grown up now and your mom's in your house. I totally get that. Liv, you have our hearts. You have our hearts. He was on, I think, Top Model as a judge, and he seemed so sweet. He was. Let's see. It's hard because I'm on the second floor with only stairs. So oh my goodness. Well, Liv, I hope that your recovery goes very, very smoothly and very well. Definitely. And just know that you really do have our hearts. We really are thinking about you. Paris Fashion Week also happened this week. And here's the thing with fashion weeks. If you don't know, and if you don't follow fashion weeks, which, you know, only idiots like me who are in love with fashion do, Paris Fashion Week this is what happens when they have the fashion week in the spring. It's always for the following fall and winter. When they have it in the fall, it's for the following spring and summer. So anything that's going to be, you know, spring or summer 2024, that's going to come down a runway, it's going to come down a runway in September or October, typically in September though. And the same thing with the fall fashion week that is coming down the runways now. And last week there was the Milan Fashion Week. This week is Paris Fashion Week. And what I'm seeing is one of the strangest things that I've seen in a fashion week. I'm seeing head to toe monochrome, and most of them were wearing black. So everybody from Dua Lipa to I can't even think. Sorry, but everybody was wearing head to toe black. And if they weren't wearing head to toe black, they were wearing head to toe brown or head to toe tan. It was very strange, very strange. So I was really intrigued to see that, because it's rare to see that, honestly, on a runway. You would think that, you know, black is like the, you know, the signature color, but it's always either a little black dress or, you know, with like some popping shoes or something like that. This was like strictly head to toe black. It was so strange for me to see this on the carpets, on the runways. Very, very odd. Now, not all runways all the time had that, but it seemed to be a theme where it was like this, you know, like the same color brown, head to toe, the shoes, the jacket, the skirt, the everything's very, very odd. So yeah, it was kind of that was a weird thing for Fashion Week. But really, that's about my fashion update, because we have some more to go into in regards to reseller platforms that I want to wait until we get to the reseller news portion, which is soon. Let's see. I don't know a ton about high fashion, but I used to love watching Project Runway. I love Project Runway too. I love it. I love it. Every time y'all talk fashion, people, I feel like I know nothing and shouldn't be reselling clothes. No, 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 no. You do not have to be a fashion expert to resell clothes, honey. Trust me on that. I don't know a ton about high fashion. Is there a preview video for the charity auction? Not at this time. Frankly, I don't know if I have the technical chops to be able to do that. I can try, but it may just be like if I can figure out how to do a photo, if I can have everybody send me photos, maybe we'll do that like the Saturday before the auction on the 18th. That'll be a good Dana's hungover from partying all day on St. Patty's Day thing. Let's see. I can vibe with all black. Yeah, me too. And Jennifer, thank you so much for dropping links. That is interesting, right? It's just kind of weird. Raquel, my love, heading on a party bus to Reno. Oh my God, we are all so jealous of you. Let me rephrase that. I am so jealous of you, and probably most of the chat is jealous of you. A party bus to Reno. I love thrift shopping when I'm on vacay. Yes, queen. Just make sure you have extra room in your luggage. I feel like that would be too boring. You know, normally that is the case. I love you. Have fun at the diaper party. Bye. Bye. Swear to God. Normally I think that is the case, but yeah. Somebody should have worn the black and tan desert camo. That is hilarious. You taking off? Yeah. Come give mommy sugars. Guys, this is my baby. He's so tiny.
Yeah. Tiny.
I love you.
Love you.
Be careful. Have fun.
All right.
Okay. Bye, baby.
Hey, I'm having Sheena text you.
Okay. Does she know that you're wearing 20 quarts of perfume or?
No, that's all for the gay guys.
Okay. Cool. Bye. This is what happens when you have sons. You learn to speak sarcasm. Nana, hello. Can't stay, dropping in between people stopping at my yard sale. I hope you're having a good yard sale. I wish I could see your yard sale. I love a good reseller yard sale. Yeah, that sounds, Raquel and Nana, you sound like you are having fun plans this morning. The early Project Runway shows were so much better than the more modern ones. My favorite designers were almost all from the first 3 to 5 seasons. Yeah. Yeah. And yes, good luck with the yard sale. And good luck with the party bus. That sounds so funny. Dang, twin. Yeah, he is kind of my twin. Oh, what a handsome guy. Well, don't tell him that. He'll get a big old head. I'm joking. He's his father's son. He's already got a big head. Wow, he really wore a lot of cologne though. Oh my God. I'm like, honey, I hope most of that wears off. I'm his mother. I'm allowed. If anybody else said that to him, I would take them outside. Ooh. But yeah, I'm his mother. You can tell he's kind of a mama's boy. This week in sales. Okay. So this is what I sold this week in sales. I had one bodysuit, Sweatshirt, sweaters, I sort of put in the same category. So I had 2 of those, pair of jeans, a blouse, 2 bags, 1 jersey, 4 pairs of shoes, 1 hat, and 1 dress. I made $244 gross after the Poshmark fees and shipping discounts. It came to $183.45 net. I had 14 items. My average cost of goods was $13.10. I'm sorry, my average cost of goods was $3. So my average profit per item was $13.10. I will do a what sold eventually. I'm starting to sort of figure out my way around the interwebs. So I am going to do a what sold eventually. Today is not that day because we have more stuff to talk about, but yeah. Open bar as soon as we hit the highway. Oh, that's that kind of bus. Can we come on your party bus? Just bring us with you, Raquel. I hate cologne. It gives me a headache. It depends on the cologne for me, but yeah, if it's, if you're swimming in it, it's a little much. And a partridge in a pear tree. That's right. So we did, let's see, I'm going to try to do this and show you some of the things that sold. Okay. And let's see, StreamYard. Let's do this. Okay. So some of the things that have sold for us so far. This is the bodysuit that I sold. It was a Kaylee military green mock turtleneck bodysuit, and that sold for $10, and I got that for free. Let's see. On the next one, there was a pink. How much are you seeing of that? Okay, so this one was the next one was the pink heathered gray sweatshirt, and that one sold for $20. And I think that I want to say that came in like a mixed clothing box. I don't normally source pink. It's not that I'm allergic to sourcing pink. I just don't normally source it. It usually they charge too much at the thrift stores, and the rate of return is not high enough to make it worth it. Now these came in a thread up box that I did, the denim box, and it's one of the last pieces of denim that I had from then. But they're dark wash mid-rise stretch skinny jeans from the Banana Republic factory. So they've got some things going against them. I mean, they're dark wash and light wash is what's in. They're skinny jeans, and everybody's starting to move towards straight legs. They're mid-rise and not low-rise or high-rise. So I was extremely lucky to get that sale, and for $13, I thought that was a good deal. Remy Brook, navy blue kimono silk top, size small. So this is one, it's got these kimono sleeves, and it just did not, I need to, the next time I get a kimono sleeve, I really need to put it on the mannequin, and I was being lazy, and it cost me money, I think. So it ended up selling for $34. And that was a great find because I found that for $4 and they had no idea what they had. There is a Ouija board. There's a Ouija board little makeup case, and that sold for $10. There is a Kate Spade that was, I bought it from, I forget where I bought it from, but it had some damage on it, and it was, I mean, that's okay. I flipped it for $21. It was an orange leather crossbody purse, and there was some flaws on it. But I think when I bought it, it was one of those things where it was for a good cause. So I don't feel bad about that, and worked into my average cost of goods. It didn't cost me that much. I had a Champion Royal blue and white shirt over here, and that's just like a warm-up jersey, but it was a 3X. So that one sold for $12. The Croc slides right here, the black Croc slides, I found those for like $3 at my little hidey hole in the wall. And those sold for $15. And they sold so fast. I'm like, oh, I way underpriced those. But I sold them for $15. There was a Coach pink, gray, and burgundy wool tweed bucket hat. It's beautiful. It's a thing of beauty, and it was a gift from a friend, and it was a gift with a purchase from a friend of mine that I purchased from, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. It's a size small, and you can't tell from this giant head, from all this curly hair, but my hair is way too big for my head. My head is actually quite tiny, and this thing actually came down over my eyes. I couldn't keep it up above my eyes, so I couldn't wear it. So I felt awful about it, but I sold it for $34, and I feel pretty good about that. And the lady said that she had a matching skirt with it, which I can just picture that with like a little tweed matching skirt. Oh, it's killing me. Lucky Brand two-tone brown and camel leather flats. They're a size 6. They came in a shoebox like a year and a half ago, I think, or a year ago. They were a size 6, and I knew that they would be a tough sell because they were a size 6. I really thought that they were going to sell for more and sell sooner. They sat in my closet for so long. I'm like, put $10 on it and just see if anybody bites. And thank God somebody bought those and got them out of my house. I was sick of them. So these last 4 on top that you see on the far right is a J. Crew dress, and J. Crew cotton. I am pretty committed to picking up most pieces that I see, and especially J. Crew dresses. The people who like J. Crew dresses really like J. Crew dresses, and they buy them very, very quickly. So this was a very quick flip. It was originally $7.99. Purple tag at Salvation Army gave me half off. So I got it for $4, and I flipped it for $25, and it sold in like a day. I mean, it was crazy. I had an Uji short sleeve light brown sweater that was new with tags. I think I originally paid like $5 for it. And again, it was one of those things that I thought was really going to sell, and it just sat in my closet forever. And finally I was like, here's the $10. The Clarks yellow sandals, yellow suede cork wedge heel sandals. They're 6.5. And after the Luckies, I just felt kind of burned by those smaller sizes. So I only put like 11. Actually, I think I put $13 on it, and somebody got it for 11 because I took like 15% off. So I sold those Clarks, and I sold those within hours of posting them. It's the most ridiculous thing. And then I had these Under Armour new with tags basketball cleats size 12.5, or baseball cleats size 12.5. And I knew that eventually during some baseball season, somebody would pick those up. But they've been in my closet for a year. So they started off at like $50, and I took them down to 30, and they are selling. And I got them for literally like $5. I think I got them at the bins. So that is what is, that's what sold this week. I just wanted to let everybody know, this is not a, this isn't a, I'm not just, not just writing down my numbers and telling you, you actually have some sort of an idea of what is moving and what I'm seeing moving. Hopefully that helps you with your closet in some way, or at least it's fun to watch, hopefully. So that's a Cheryl Horowitz look with I love the makeup on your display hat thing. Miss Sue did that. She's like, here's a styrofoam head with some makeup on it. And I'm like, yes, queen, absolutely. Bring it. Let's see. Patrick Murphy. Hello. Hello. Good morning, Patrick Murphy. That's my P Murph. That's my buddy. If you see him in a chat, just say hi. Real Beauty. Good morning. You are a real beauty. Look at your bone structure, girl. You lucky girl. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Oh, Cheryl, my warrior princess. I love her so much. Good morning, Cheryl. It's good to see you. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Jamie J. Hey, JJ. They used to have the J. Joe Jean and the Jelly Bean, and they sang a whole song about Jay on, I don't remember if it was Electric Company or Sesame Street, but you got to look that up. It's so fantastic. And every time I see Jamie J, that's what I think. Maggie Doodle, my favorite fashionista. Oh my God, I love her. Look at this woman with her gorgeous purple hair and her big, beautiful eyes. I love that. Going to get back into reselling now that I'm off work for a while. It's a good thing as long as you don't have to climb up and down those stairs. I love that. Hey, Sag Travel, how you doing, baby? I hope that you are traveling and enjoying life, or planning some travels and enjoying life. Let's see. Okay. And Patrick Murphy is right. Show Jennifer some love and support every now and again. Say hello, buy her a milkshake. Just drop some support. She supports everybody in this community. My God. Glamz, Pam said she loves her Glammaz. You tell Pam straight from Glammaz house. I'm spending her all the smoochies and all the hugs. And tell her Glammaz sending love. You betcha. Oh, I just loves you and Veronica. Me too. Back at you. Sorry. I mean, I love my Veronica, but Jamie, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So happy to catch you live. Yeah, just still going on my Saturday mornings. I did want to talk about reseller news. There are a couple of things that I wanted to talk about in reseller news. First of all, the Wall Street Journal had an article that they released about 10 days ago that says, should you beat up your Birkin? Why worn-in bags are selling fast. So this is I was just talking with another reseller not too many days ago about how, and she was telling me that like the worn in shoes, the beat up shoes, and the beat up bags are actually selling. So here is my advice to you as a reseller, and this is just me, but if you think something's too beat up to sell, throw it on there anyways. Check it out. I can guarantee that any Birkenstock that I put on, no matter what condition, that no matter how chewed up and disgusting they are, for some reason they sell. Now I do reduce the price if they're gross, but for the most part, I mean, people are looking for things. Excuse me, people are looking for things that are a little bit worn in. Isn't that crazy? And even like designer bags, they're looking for things that are worn in. So what my guess is that it has to do with the old money aesthetic, and they're not looking for, they don't want everything to look like it's brand spanking new and just came off a showroom floor. So I hope that was, I hope that that's helpful in some way. But if you find something, that has a little bit of wear to it, but it's a really good brand or a really good leather or a really good quality item, maybe give it a whirl. I'm on the phone with my daughter and she is so agreeing with you. Good. Yeah. That's like it's big enough for something, for a newspaper that doesn't even really have a big fashion section. Like they have some, but we're talking about the Wall Street Journal here. Okay. We're talking about guys who pretty much read it for the stock market, and they are noticing the trend. That's a pretty big trend. I will buy almost anything secondhand, but I could never buy used shoes, especially sandals. Like selling them, though. I don't have a problem buying used shoes. I sanitize everything when it gets here, so I don't have a problem buying or selling them. Especially if it's like a designer pair. I'm not going to pay full price for a pair of Manolo Blahniks, and I have 2 pairs of Manolo Blahniks in my closet right now. I don't pay full price for things. It hurts my reseller soul. Does anybody else have that? As a reseller, this is my Ask the Chat today. As a reseller, does it almost just pierce you through the forehead or hurt your soul to pay full price for something? Because it kills me. It kills me. Like underwear and bras, I get, I those I buy new. And it's because, I'm hard on everything I wear. I'm tough on everything I wear. And then, if I see something like this one, I actually, I had to have it, and I wouldn't have found it in a thrift store, and I saw it online. But it hurts my soul to pay full price for something. Yes, I cannot shop retail anymore. Yeah. You know what? Why are we charging $35 for Target brands at Target? Yes. No buying at full prices if at all possible. Yes. And good morning, Jen. It's nice to see you. No coupon, no sale, no deal. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. We never pay full price for anything. Yeah. Maggie's the same too. I very rarely shop retail. Almost every item I wear comes from a thrift shop. Yes, I went to, here's a funny story, for my son's wedding. I went to my oldest son's wedding. I went to Macy's, and I immediately went to the clearance section. I couldn't stand, because I saw a couple of dresses that were in the color that I wanted. And turns out I'm not paying $300 for a dress. I don't care if I'm one of the mothers of the groom, and that's my family situation is a long story, but we're all happy together. I don't care if I'm not a sister and wife, by the way. It's not like that. I just have, well, anyway, we'll talk about it later. If you have questions, just let me know. I have stepsons, and my husband, I get along with my husband's ex. So anyway, I'm the second mom at the wedding, right? So I'm looking for this color of dress, and I could not find anything under $300. So I went to a couple of different thrift stores, didn't really find anything that I liked that fit. I'm a tough fit anyway. I'm kind of, I've got a big stomach. So I went back to Macy's, and I looked in their clearance section, and I'll be darned if I didn't find one of those dresses that was really expensive, and then it was on sale, and I got the dress for $40 with the tag, and I wore it, and then I turned around and sold it after the wedding. I'm not going to wear that thing again. Yeah, 300. Ugh, right? I did buy a dress for my son's wedding on the clearance rack at the bridal shop. I paid $50, wore it, sold it on eBay for $75. Yes, Maggie, Oh my God. Yeah, we're like wedding dress twins. Yeah. Yeah, fit is a tough thing at the thrift for those of us who aren't skinny. And, even for sometimes people are like, my brother is incredibly thin. And so he's, and tall. So he's actually kind of tough to fit too. It goes both ways for the thin people too. I bought my second wedding dress secondhand and sold it for 3 times what I paid. Yes, Miss Q. Yes. That is what I'm talking about. Half price full carrot cake with caramel drizzle. Yes, please. Yeah, Patrick Murphy has got he's always on the discounted pastries, trying to make Veronica and I jealous. I don't like to pay full price at restaurants either. Always looking for deals. That's the one place where I don't, because I don't look at the check. It comes, I hand it to my husband, or I just, and that's usually because if we're dining out, it has to do with either family night or date night. It's one of those two. So if it's a family situation, I don't pay attention to it. And if it's a date night, I definitely don't pay attention to it. I'm like, here, honey, figure this out. I'm going to go do something. Yeah, I love that. I love that I'm not the only one who's kind of naturally, we'll say frugal. We'll say frugal. Yes. And thrifty, because, let's see. The one thing I do pay retail for sometimes is pants. It's not easy finding pants that fit right at the thrifts. Yes. sells wedding dress to help pay for the divorce. Yes. Yeah, I love that. I'm sorry, but I love that. Yeah, if I can find something on sale, I buy it on sale. If I can find something in clearance, I get it on clearance. And if I can find it at the thrift store, I definitely go there first. So yeah, I hate paying full price for anything. Ugh. It really puts me in a emotional pickle. I'm like, oh, I can't stand this. So that was the Wall Street Journal said to beat up your Birkin. They didn't say to beat up your Birkin. They just said, why worn bags are selling fast. Now, so speaking of luxury, that's a horrible segue. But speaking of luxury, the Real is laying off more than 200 workers and shuttering its 8,000 square foot Union Square flagship store. They revealed in a regulatory filing on Thursday. They're cutting about 230 employees altogether, representing about 7% of its total workforce. According to them, it's to reduce operating costs. Although the filing did not specify specific earnings, the changes will take place primarily in the first fiscal quarter, so the quarter that we're in right now, towards the end of March. So just in review, this is what's been going on, and this is where the meat is on the bone. The Real laid off on February 24th 7% of its workforce. eBay laid off on February 7th 4% of its workforce. Poshmark on February 27th, because the Naver acquisition was actually legal in January, laid off 2% of its workforce. ThredUp in August of 2022 laid off 15% of its corporate staff. Here's where I'm coming from with this. Okay, so when I worked in the corporate world, in the hotel business, but on the corporate sales side, when there were massive layoffs, typically they were from the top down. And typically it's because we were in a management heavy hotel or a management heavy hotel group. And typically it had to do with restructuring because a new company was coming in to take over. When those new management companies come in to take over, or when a new stockholder comes in to take over, normally they want to show results right away. And the quickest way to do that is to chop salaries and chop your staff and chop your management, pare down on the management heavy places, so that you can show an immediate great return on sales, great return on investment for your investors or for your owners. Poshmark went from being a private company to being a public company to back to being a private company when Naver bought it. So I can understand that the top portion of Naver, it is probably, as Poshmark is probably going to end up, the top management in Poshmark, or at least the ones who were dealing with like the stock publicists and the people who were following out and figuring out values and things like that. I would imagine that those people are no longer needed. They may be redundant at this point. With ThredUp, they actually did not lay off their regular staff. They only laid off 15% of their corporate staff. What I'm seeing with these layoffs, 7%, 4%, 2%, 15% was the max. What I'm seeing with these layoffs is it doesn't look to me, and from someone who's been in a corporate business where they did layoffs, it doesn't look to me like these are mass layoffs. And that they're losing a great deal of their employee base. What it looks like to me, and this is just my personal opinion from personal experience, what it looks like to me is that they are getting rid of some management heavy situations, and that they are actually cleaning house and trying to streamline their operations. Now, whether or not that actually does anything for us as sellers or as consumers, that remains to be seen. It could be for the stockholders. It could be for the new owners if they're not, stockholders, if they're not public. I don't think it signals the end of reselling platforms. I don't think at any of them it signals the end of the reselling platforms. I think that there's too much global awareness now about fast fashion and about repurposing fashion. I think there are too many people looking for too many things all the time. I do hope that means that they can restructure some things that are really making us unhappy as resellers. And that's where we get into salty treats. Child salty treats this week. Okay, my first salty treat is Poshmark. Why do you not have more color options or multicolor options? And I don't know if eBay doesn't have this. Let me know in the chat if eBay doesn't have this. Why don't they have a multicolor option? If I have something that is rainbow colored for Pride, I can't put rainbow. I have to put like red and pink or something stupid like that, because they only give you 2 color options, something stupid like that. I don't understand why it's so hard to have one option that just has a rainbow that says multicolor, right? Most things have more than 2 colors. Even this shirt has more than 2 colors on it. It has actually green, white, and black. So, I mean, if I were listing it, I'd put green and black, but it still has, it has little patches of white in it. So I just don't understand why that's so hard. Why is that so hard? Why is that so tough? It really makes me salty. But my real issue this week has to do with reseller drama and the need for basic human kindness. Okay. Danny B, hello, gorgeous. Hello, beautiful. It's so good to see you. That's my boo. Whether you agree with somebody or not, whether you like them or not as a reseller, I don't think the world needs to know. Here's a lesson for grown-ups. And maybe some of you may not like this. I think most of you are mature adults. I see you in my chat and I see what you say, and you seem very mature and adult. So I'm going to tell you this, but for the occasional person, this may come as a huge shock. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So, don't be mean, because nobody cares. Your opinion, your mean opinion, does not matter. Nobody gives a crap. If you think trolling makes you important, it doesn't. It doesn't. And just be nice. I mean, how hard is it to be kind, really? So I want to put my money where my mouth is, and I am promising all of you that every single day this week, I will deliberately and consciously make it a very big point in my day. At some point in my day, practice a random act of kindness. And I'd like for you guys to join me in that, because I think the only way to combat awfulness and hate is with kindness and love and generosity and being, nice to people. So random compliments count. Letting somebody have your parking space counts. Leaving your quarter in the shopping cart at Aldi's counts. Just letting somebody go ahead of you in line, or being online and saying something positive in somebody's chat. I'm not trying to get everybody to blow my head up right now. I promise. I'm not trying to get you to soup me up. But I think it's important, to be as kind as possible, put as much good out there as possible, because this whole world is so tough. It's so tough already. It's tough just to get up in the morning sometimes and just get out of bed. I mean, it can be a real, what? So why not just maybe just be kind? It's just, there was somebody that I really like a lot, and they are a little over the top, and I love that. And they're a little, they're a little wild, and I kind of love that too. I mean, everybody's got their own personality, right? And somebody was just really not just one person, but like there was sort of a mean sort of spirit coming at them. And I'm not blaming the people who were mean either. I'm not being, I don't want to meet meanness with meanness. I maybe they had reasons for being as upset as they were. Maybe they had, maybe there was something behind it. Maybe they have, mental issues that caused that to be their reaction. Who knows? So I don't want to judge them for being mean. I just want to say, if you can be kind, why not be kind? Why not be kind? Why not be a little ray of sunshine in your own little corner of the world? Doesn't hurt anybody. Doesn't cost anything. I mean, unless you buy somebody's groceries, that costs a lot. That costs a lot now. I don't do that anymore. I didn't do too much before either. So let's get together. Let's get together. Yeah. Anybody who ever saw the original, what was that Twins movie with Haley? Oh gosh. I don't remember. I don't remember the name of it, and I can see the movie from start to finish. It had Maureen O'Hara in it, and I loved her. Anyway, and Lindsay Lohan redid it. If anybody can think of it, please put it in the chat, for God's sake. I am Parent Trap. Thank you, with Haley Mills. Thank you, guys. I swear, I think I have COVID brain. Anybody else get COVID brain? And like the COVID smell thing, where like you just lose your like sense of smell, or like you just all of a sudden wander into this little fog, and I'm like, oh Lord, hope I'm not getting dementia. Yeah, the Parent Trap. And I don't remember where I was going with that. Oh, that's where that song was from. Yeah, but let's get together, I think, this week, and just make it, maybe just put that at the forefront of your mind. Just practice random acts of kindness, because I'd like to get together with you guys next Saturday, and talk about what you've done and what random acts of kindness you've performed, and maybe what good has come of it, what if you've reaped any benefits from it. I really like that. I have COVID sense of smell. Yeah, Jen, you've had a fog for years now. Yeah, I know that. But Parent Trap is based on a German children's book and movie. Love both. Hate the U.S. remakes though. Well, so yeah, we're gonna do random acts of kindness this week. No need for it. Just no need to make it. I donated $50,000 to the cancer fund. There's no need for that. Although if you can do, that's great. But just something simple, and something kind, something to make the world a better place with you in it. What's fog? It's where, I just get every once in a while, I'll just draw a blank on something and totally forget. So those are my salty treats for this week. I didn't want to get too awfully salty, because I don't want to meet nastiness with nastiness. It just doesn't seem, it seems like two wrongs making a right. Are we going to hashtag this? You are more than welcome to. Buying Space, RAOK, random acts of kindness, and we'll jump into all the different chats, and everybody put hashtag random acts of kindness. Let's spread the word. Yeah, that's fun. I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap up for the day with the sweets for the sweetest. My baby boy, who you saw earlier, his birthday is tomorrow, and we are having a big old seafood boil. big low country boil. So that's going to be fun. He is not the only, he's not my only little Pisces in my life. Veronica Mitke, her birthday was yesterday. She turned 32. So everybody celebrate. She didn't turn 32, but I'm not going to tell you what she turned because it's none of your business. She turned tired. That's what she turned. She turned tired after a very long day of taking care of her sick child. So I think if you could just, maybe wish her a quick happy birthday and a quick belated birthday, that'd be great. But I hope you had a wonderful birthday. I hope you enjoy the thing that I sent you that you're not supposed to send in the mail. It's not pot, guys. It's not drugs. But but there are some things that the state of New Jersey doesn't want you sending across state lines, and I wouldn't have sent her. I never mail vodka. So yeah, I hope you had a wonderful birthday. I also just wanted to give a shout out to Becky Park. If you don't know Becky Park, you may not be a clothing reseller if you don't know Becky Park. She's one of the clothing reseller people with a very, very large platform, very, very large platform. And she had a video that was intriguing. It was about an 8 or 9 minute video. It wasn't very long. And it was resellers never talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about it. What it was a video on self-care and the need to take a break when you're self-employed. And if you're putting food on the table, it's understandable. You've got to, you have to put food on the table. You have to, if that's how you make your money, if that's how you're paying your electric bill or whatever, you have to do that. But at some point, you will break if you do not make yourself take a break. At some point, you will burn out and stress out. So even if it's putting food on the table, no boss in the universe would make you work without giving you vacation. Okay, maybe some bosses in the universe, but certainly no boss in America would do that because it's against the law. You have got to be able to take a vacation from reselling. You have to be able to walk away from your closet, walk away from your eBay store, walk away from, your Etsy store. You have to be able to walk away at least for a few days. Why else would you become your own boss and let it, if you don't have the freedom to do the thing that you said you wanted the freedom to do? Why would you become your own boss if you don't have that freedom? So I recommend this video highly, and I just wanted to send a shout out and a thank you to Becky Park for saying the thing that has to be said, for talking about the things that, it's an uncomfortable thing with resellers. It's always hustle, hustle, hustle. This is how we do this. This is how we do that. And we never talk about, stepping back from our business hardly at all, and actually taking a break from that. So I really strongly, strongly recommend that you take a look at the Becky Park video. I really, really think it's going to mentally, it's so good for you. Hi, soul inspired seller. I see you there, baby. So I really think it's a good way to sort of look at it from someone who is incredibly successful at it. So if you get a chance, please take a look at that video. That is my big shout out for this week. And then really, that's about it for me for now. I am planning on doing British Fashion Awards, and also, oh gosh, what were the other things that were happening on a red carpet? Not the fashion weeks, but there was another thing. Not the Golden Globes, anyway, there were 2 Brit Fashion Awards for sure. There's the BAFTA and the Brit Awards. And there were some other things as well. So I plan on doing the British fashion show. I'm probably going to go live at like noon, sometime between noon and like 2 p.m. at some point next week, because they're 6 hours ahead of us. So if I go at noon, that would be 6 p.m. their time. If I go at 2, it'd be 8 p.m. their time. I really don't want to go any later than that because, you know, they go to bed too at night. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, and I'll send out lots of notifications and you'll see it all over my Instagram. If you are new and you haven't hit like, can you hit that thumbs up for me? Please, pretty please, with sugar on it. If you're not subscribed, please feel free to hit that red subscribe button and turn it gray and hit the bell for notifications. If you'd like to see me go live with any of my crazy fashion updates, I do a super salty, very opinionated red carpet show, and I do it for as many red carpets as I can get a hold of. So we hope that you like it. And normally I'm not wearing a Slancha Bitches shirt. But I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend. I really thank you very much for your time this morning. Man, I appreciate every single one of you. And I hope that you have a great Sunday and a great Saturday night and lots of fun stuff and much, much success in your reselling life, but also in your personal life. Let's not forget those random acts of kindness. Aunt Boo is doing great, by the way. She is fantastic. She will be with me on the charity auction. So I just wanted to say thank you again so much for being here. And I'm going to jet now and enjoy my empty house now that I don't have 200 menfolk running around trying to figure out where the beer cooler is. So wish me a happy Saturday and a great nap. Much love to all of you. Never forget, Glammaz loves you. Bye-bye.